So, Johnny, tell me how African American families affected slavery.
Okay, Joe, because I read this article on PBS, and I'll tell you a little facts about it. Well, taken from the homes versus slavery, slaves were separated from the families, Joe.
Hmm.
After slavery continued, opportunities for slaves to marry and create families would fluctuate. Places like New York or Virginia, where small farming units were normal, slaves were brought in by the handful, not the shipload. The preference for male workers made difficult in early colonial plantations for males to develop a relationship with African females. In New Amsterdam, the male to female ratio was about what made it easier for males to marry females. Had around 26 possible marriages. Slaves from New Amsterdam to Chesapeake Bay used the courts to ensure the well-being of their family members. Some slaves even tried to buy their loved ones out of slavery. But a lot of laws forbid interracial weddings. Planners in Chesapeake realized that stable unions between slaves increased the reproduction. They started using this technique more and more after the international slave trade was outlawed. The bond between a mother and daughter was less likely, to be disrupted through sale. If a slave's husband was sold, the woman was assigned a new husband by the master. When the master died, the slaves would be divided up by the master's heir. Mothers were taken from their own children to nurse the offspring of the master. On smaller farms and plantations, mother would take their children to the fields, or have a nanny or auntie, older lady that can't work in the farms no more, watch the children. And some slaves would sneak into the plantation to see other relatives that were separated when they were bought. Now, Joe, I think we should look at some images, huh? Shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
Image number 1. Slave owners selling and trading African slaves. 2 slave owners, huh? Isn't it amazing? The second image, huh? The white pastor is marrying that couple, huh? 2 African American slaves. It's that cute dress you having on, huh?
Yeah.
Vera Wang. I like that dress. In this picture, a slave family taking a picture together. Big happy family. Number 4. This is a very sad one. Slave owners taking away the husband from his wife and his children. But the wife, seems like the wife wants to go with her husband. Or wants the slave owner, you know what I mean? They want to go to be together. She doesn't want to be separated from her husband. And in the fifth image, a slave nurse takes a picture with this seems to be a white child. I think it might be the slave master's child. She's nursing him.
Yeah,
Usually back in the day, you used to nurse the breastfeed the master's son.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Mm.
Ooh. So, John, any other questions? Yeah.
Yeah, what other things do you learn about this article?
I think what I learned from the article that it was sad that families were torn apart so easily by the slave master. I think women had more difficulty giving up their children than the actual male. And I think the family was a way for slaves to keep hope that one day they'll probably be free. Without the family, they'll probably lose hope. They have no support. So, I think it's time for a little homework.
Homework?
Yes, I said homework. Because if you're Ms.Lambright class, be college ready, like prepared. But how was the family a source? How was the family a source of support for a slave? So you got that, Joe?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Positive you gonna do it?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, it's worth 50 points.
All right.
Even though it's not really class. And this expert for hire here, Johnny Benson, along with Joe Reynolds. Class project for Ms. Lambright.